Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And just on Wednesday, he was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week for that over 100-yard performance he had last week.
Deservedly so, and I enjoyed our time with him and asked him how he got it done. What did he see? And he said film study, watching what the defenses were going to present.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First carry for Kenyon Drake. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing now is Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. A carry here for the big tight end. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jordan Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
That ties the game.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
7 at the 24-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The 42-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's taken down inside the 30.
To Larry Fitzgerald.
First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a 1st down.
First down.
For the last few seasons, it's almost been sport for us in the media to see if Larry Fitzgerald was going to call it quits and cap off what I believe is a Hall of Fame career. But now he's entered season number 17, 2nd on the all-time receptions list, just 171 catches behind Jerry Rice, and maybe he's found new life as he continues to pile up the big numbers.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Complete to
Travis Kelce. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelce had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey.
Number 22,
Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
At the 43-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
It's 2nd and...
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line.
With the score, Cardinals 14, Panthers 7.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater forced out to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. And this one through the uprights and good.
Cardinals 21, Panthers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Bridgewater. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Point after, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bridgewater again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
It's 3rd and...
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, it's Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Now here's Mahomes. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
22 yards.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
On the carry.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Thompson.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Right back to Drake. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. On first down, Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter from Charlotte. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard.
Now second and 11 from the 32.
The 32-yard line.
Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. 3 tight ends in the ball. First and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the left.
Been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Rolling to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time. Fourth down. Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
Intercepted.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep...
He's got a man. Complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Complete to Christian.
A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards.
Arizona.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 52. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. A lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
That's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. They'll start the drive with Drake. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Now on first down, Drake again. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
2nd and 10. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. third down. Here's McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Bridgewater to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Bridgewater. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
4 yards.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Bridgewater, eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
1st down, Arizona. Today's final score,